Hello, guys. Is this day 3?
Yes.
July 1st. Uh, Today was tough emotionally and kind of got real. So, with the testing they did on day 1, the doctor confirmed the PET scan, showed me the pictures of the PET scan, and then went over his results for the ultrasound that they did. The ultrasound confirmed the different areas that they were suspecting, or that the PET scan showed that there was cancer had migrated to the liver, stomach, and lymph nodes, and to what degree, and the colon. So I was like, holy moly. So I kind of got into the questioning I still have my notes here for what I did today. One of the most impactful things was started driving at it. Okay, what is the success rate of this? What is the hope? I mean, I was wanting a statement of this is curable 100% of the time, and he wouldn't give it to me, and that kind of evoked some fear. And he says, we've treated this, and there's people who've been cured of this type of, and way worse. But even conventional can't give you a solid 100%. You're going to walk out of this thing without having cancer and never having it again. And later, just the people that we visited with stories of, one guy in particular has the exact same colon cancer, very, very close, right, Gabby? And John, and through the chemo and radiation and the surgeries, he's now dealing with an infection. His immune system is down to 0 because of the chemo and radiation. The infection inside from the surgery is not healing, and they're here because it's just an ongoing thing.
They were actually taken this morning to the hospital because they needed to do some scans, and she just texted me a little while ago, and they're sitting on hope. The founder is there with them now.
They're at the hospital for a second opinion from what the oncologist found.
Yes.
So the ultrasound system that evidently they needed deeper MRI pictures. But I had about 2 hours of just feeling hopeless and like, oh God, but during my doctor's visit, more explanation, and I'm retaining more because there's just so much coming at me. When we sit down to talk, I can't remember the details.
I was supposed to be there, but anyhow, it got real screwy. But
we didn't know till the last minute.
No, and so I will be going back in and getting, just so everyone knows.
But I retained that much, man. I was like, oh crap, okay.
But
so the medication under the tongue is this. The explanation. That's what attaches to the cancer. And it enhances the light therapy, the heat therapy, and the sonic waves. It's part of the bigger picture of specifically attacking and killing the cancer. That's the first move. Another thing that was very alarming, he went through my blood work and actually encouraging and then alarming. My liver's in great shape. Every organ's in great shape. Every test that could be tested with the average male of my age is all great shape. And he says, this is what concerns me. And he took the heavy metals and he said, your heavy metals are through the roof. So toxins in my blood from heavy metals, and I'm assuming welding, galvanized for 20 years. It was heavy aluminum. There were several that were like 4 times what they could and should be. And the other thing was the cholesterol is, your typical cholesterol is 150 to 250 is high. And, there's an argument about what's too high. Mine was 26.
26.
And he's like, man, we've got to get your cholesterol up, which is
Unheard
bizarre. I mean, how does that happen? So
So
those.
as far as
Oh, there was more. I'm sorry.
oh, forgive me, I'm jumping ahead.
I'm gonna go. So he changed the protocol and not changed it, but added
Added
to.
to.
I'm gonna go through a major detox to get rid of those heavy irons, heavy metals, and I'll enhance the. Embarrassing as it is, the coffee enemas is part of a detox program too, and I did a deep dive while I was just sitting there one of the sessions, and Joe Rogan has an episode on this. If you guys get online, if anybody gets
Yay,
it,
Joe Rogan.
but there's some detailed long-term studies about it. It is part of a detoxification process that has some explanation to it. So that was encouraging.
Oh yes, sorry.
It's
So
not showing much up.
oh,
Well, this is part of the Sonic Wave take-home therapy. It's insignificant,
wand.
I suppose, what it looks like, but it's
so it's a wand.
this attaches to the.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you don't have to show
Okay,
the
anyhow.
plug in and stuff, but this is part of the take-home therapy. That's kind of long-term. You know, once the cancer is killed, this is a procedure to continue to dismantle the particles
And it will.
of the dead cancer.
And it should we take it around the spaces and places where Scott where it has shown up in his body, for example, around the liver, around the lower abdomen, around the places that need to be looked at.
Okay, this is going on
Sorry.
7 minutes, but I'll run through this. Hyperbaric chamber. There is some concerns, Mom. So I got in the hyperbaric chamber today. What a trip! What a cool experience! And then I did a search on the hyperbaric chamber. There's 75 videos on YouTube about the benefits and stuff. So then I was like, okay.
Said he felt his organs kind of tingling.
Yeah, I might even just do like a specific video on what that's like. I'm going to try to sneak my camera in next time. So then I did a search on the dangers, did hyperbaric chambers blowing up. And there was one incident that was a 5-year-old boy was inside of a hospital in a hyperbaric chamber that was glass and metal, and it blew up. Don't know how or why it blew up, but the parent and the 3 doctors that were involved in it ended up getting criminal charges against them or something. And there were 75 videos, just every news outfit and people who, so only the one, so
Sorry.
they might blow up. Sorry, Mom.
Sorry, Mom.
Actually, not these ones. You don't see any videos on the ones that, but I can
has to
imagine
be.
could have a danger zone to it. They started me on a new IV today that helps target the cancer. I think I talked about everything else that I wrote down, but met with a couple of people who've got some incredible stories of who reinforced, thank God you're not going through the chemo and the radiation that just breaks down your immune system, So feel really good about the route that we're taking. One thing I did write down, in my fear of telling the doctor I wanted, full 100% guarantee, he said, listen, we're not opposed to chemo and radiation. If we get down this process and we don't see results, our recommendation will be to do chemo and radiation as part of the immune therapy and everything else that's going on. So that was encouraging to know that they're not going to die on this, how do they say that, plant his flag on this.
Yeah.
Their process and procedures are all about healing the person, and if they don't see results that they like, they're going to suggest to continue with or to find chemo and radiation. So that was good, that their objective is not to say that there's no room for chemo and radiation. So last words.
No, just keep praying and believing.
It was an emotional day for me. I'm more emotional because of my God connection, feeling like maybe I got off track, and here I am reaching out for help, like, hey, don't forget me. And that's probably where most of my emotion came from today. And super happy you guys are along for the ride. I love you. Bye-bye.
Welcome to Hope for Cancer. Like me, you came seeking an answer. Tell me, did you expect to hear so much laughter? Were you surprised by all the smiles and banter? Things happen in these walls that you just can't quite capture. Oh, every morning we are greeted with a hug. Yeah, you step in the doors and are embraced with love. Oh, how are you today? A simple query unveils a space where it's safe to be weary. Some days that question is all that it takes. The heaviness is lifted and tears start to escape. It does you no good to put on a fake smile. Remember, you're surrounded by others with similar trials. Before our treatments, we gather to praise, singing to Jesus, being changed by His grace. It does you no good to put on a fake smile. Remember, you're surrounded by others with similar trials. Before our treatments, we gather to praise, singing to Jesus, being changed by His grace. We stand hand in hand, lift our voices, we thank God for His love.
We just got back from dinner and ran into Wesley and
Wesley and Heather, they are our
two other
couple,
patients were
as well as Lisa,
at
who's the
dinner.
lady who was sitting next to us. Sorry, we're talking over one another.
Wesley had stage 4 cancer, was it? I don't know what stage
Yeah,
it is.
he's
Pretty
the one
severe.
that had the
Thyroid?
it was in his lymph nodes all around his neck.
Yeah,
And
they got rid
so-
of all but one, and they were back checking to see how his
He was told in the States that there was something around his thyroid, and perhaps it could be thyroid cancer. They were already throwing out, surgery, and here they just said, well, we're not finding anything. Your numbers look good, and so everything is staying the same. His numbers are the same, which is very encouraging.
well, specifically, they were told that there is inflammation, not cancer. So it was a positive report because his cancer was gone, the hope for cancer. And as he came back today, or this week-long trip that they were on, revealed that it's not cancer. So I don't know, that was an encouraging cancer-free moment. And the other gal has been cancer-free for four years. Just reiterating the fact, do the deal. If they suggest these 15 items to do, follow it to a T, so.
And
really
Lisa
encouraging.
this is also encouraging for us, because we're going to look back at this and remember that, something she said this morning, which was, it might be 3, 4, 5 hours a day, things that you have to do, medication that you have to take, meditate, lots of holistic good stuff. Do the deal. Do the deal.
Anyhow,
Love you all.
good report. Bye.
Bye.